Okay, guys, so I am going to be touching on this thing about accountability, about women and men, but mostly women taking accountability for being in relationships with men that are married or already in a long-term relationship. Basically, taking uh we tend to get all over the men, but we often don't say much about these Jezebels, these loose lilies, these women with these panties that won't stay up for somebody else's man. Granted, there are so many women to every one man that a man could literally probably have his pick of 2 to 3 women at any given time in his life. It just, I guess it really just depends on how he holds his own, how he holds his shit together. So I'm a kind of, I love, you know, I love me some Tasha K. And unwind, clink clink for the wine glasses. I don't want her to sue my ass, so I'm not going to use a lot of her content. But this content is not mine. It's not copywritten. It's probably copywritten. If I know Tasha, she's a smart cookie. But please don't sue me, Tasha. This is what I do, and this is how I'm trying to grow my platform. But I want to say that uh, I watched Derrick Jackson from time to time. I didn't take his advice. It was common sense shit that he was saying to me. Um, so I didn't feel like I needed to take any advice from this man. But um, these women out here, they they were sleeping with this man knowing that he was married. Even if you didn't know when you found out, if you didn't stop seeing him, then you a shithole. I mean, you really are, because the man has, a whole wife, But let's 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 look at some of some of what Tasha is actually talking about, okay? Uh, you're not gonna be able to see it because, like I said, I don't want to get sued, but you can hear it, okay? She left them kids upstairs by themselves to come down and make that damn video. Now, Derrick, I'm talking to you. I know about the gag order, dog. My teeth just as white as yours, but they real. I know you got them veneers when you got a little money. He got a gag order on the lady that she's about to talk to. Mistress. All I'm gonna give out is her first name, Nikki. Okay. Um, she's pissed, really pissed. Okay. Now, Miss Nikki don't have social media or nothing like that. She's a professional woman. She don't jump in nobody's DM. She doesn't do that because she actually has a job. Okay, not a job, an actual career. Okay, she is a surgeon. A surgeon. 33 years old, black female surgeon. Right? Surgeon. So we're not going to be spilling her IG or who she actually is, because I don't want nobody calling the hospital where she works or nothing like that. But Derrick did serve her this morning with a gag order, threatened the hospital that she worked at. Okay, but guess what? I got the information before that gag order, dog. I got it all. What day? That's Tasha, y'all. That's Tasha, y'all. I got it on Monday. Right, we got the. Okay, so she got the information from this woman prior to the gag order that he served her with, so she wouldn't be able to talk. Well, this woman finna spill all the tea, all the coffee, all the water, all the soup, all the salad on his ass, okay? Because she does not do social media. She's not a fan like that. Like, she's not a Derrick Jackson fan. She thought that she had a man, like a boyfriend. She thought this man was her man. And all along, he's married. And what men fail to realize, and women too, is that when a man is married, he can't have a girlfriend. He cannot, because you have a wife. So you can't have a girlfriend. You just have somebody that you're sleeping with, a mistress. Okay? So he done served her with a gag order. And that's reminiscent of the fact that when I posted my earlier videos about my marriage, I was told that I would be sued if I continued with my videos. That's stupid. Because while you out here embarrassing me and your whole entire family, the same people that you worried about seeing my YouTube and seeing my truth, you out here embarrassing me and cheating and lying when I wasn't doing anything but being a good wife, working and taking care of you, and you're mad? Too bad, so sad. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Back to Tasha.
Time slips to figure it out, but she can't talk no more. But we got everything she can't talk no more. Right now, apparently, Mr. Derrick has a deal with TD Jakes that's on the table, a $100,000 deal that's on the table, and he told the mistress that if she said anything, he could lose everything. Because TD Jakes done saw what the hell we done online. Now, apparently, there's a deal for a book that's supposed to start in June, as well as a round of seminars that he is invested in. And so the whole I've been faithful 6 months, I am a new man, I am a changed man.
Because even though he got caught.
Shout out to the Plainest Jane. Y'all need to subscribe to her channel. The Plainest Jane, I watched the video this morning that was very disturbing, and it will explain the wife and why she's sitting down with all that stress acting and a bonnet on in the middle of the day, trying to save her husband. Talking about, we see it as a bonnet. She sees it as an armor for God. What the? Girl, listen. Now I understand why things are going the way that they're going, right? Now, Derrick knows her love language. You're going to hear that in the audio, okay? His wife's love language is God. She was raised in a Christian home, and so all he has to do is throw out God and God and God and Jesus and, you know, Jesus made me stick my dick in her, you know what I'm saying? That's all he got to do. And wifey is going to stay home. Now, I know a lot of y'all are saying, Tasha, you're going to push the wife over the edge. Listen, if she ain't been pushed over the edge in 12 to 14 years, she ain't getting pushed over the edge tonight, okay? Now, she honestly thinks that Derrick has been faithful, okay? But once you listen to this audio that we're about to play right now, before we thank our sponsors, we got to thank our sponsors, you're going to hear different, okay? But in the meantime, I want y'all to go ahead and get ready, put your kids to bed. They should be to bed because it's 11 o'clock, okay? Because this is really about to go down, okay? We got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise the glass to it. We'll be right back. All right. Let's put the wine down for a second because at times like this, we need to take a shot of the olive.
Okay. All right. So, when they come back, we're going to get into this audio. Y'all going to hear what this woman is saying about good old Derrick Jackson now. But before we do all of that, I want to say that women need to start taking accountability. Women have got to start taking accountability for, you know, if you're going to sit up here now and be with somebody else's husband, don't sit up here and be, you know, trying to act like a total victim now, unless you really didn't know. Because once you know, you know. You can't unknow. And I don't want to hear, well, we've been messing around for 6 months. We've been messing around for 2 years. If you've been messing with my man for 6 months to 2 years, bitch, you know. You know. Because that nigga ain't staying in your house. Ain't staying out all night from home like that. But let me tell y'all. My husband was staying with his mistress. On the weekends, she was coming here, getting a hotel. The same very hotel they stay in now when they come here together. So he can see his child for an hour or 2 hours or maybe 3 or even 4 hours between Saturday and Sunday before he leaves. Which is totally unfair to our baby. This woman interjects herself into this broken marriage because he lets her. He allows her to do it. So my issue is not just with her, but my issue is with him. Because he's allowing her to interject herself into this. She ain't no parent here. She's not by no means a parent to my child, even though somehow you both think that she can parent my child better than I can. Okay? That's been said to me. Okay? Really? Anywho. But women, once you know, you know. Do you want somebody sleeping with your husband? Do you want, even if the marriage is I mean, if it's just broken, just not working on any level, do you want to have that compounding the issue though? I'm not sure you would. But what I can say is that totally, if a man knows he's married and he's out here seeking the comforts or the panties of another woman, no matter what goes down, and that woman at any point finds out that this man is married, that you should follow a woman code and not be sleeping with this man. Get this man an ultimatum. If you want to be with me, go ahead. Divorce your wife. Divorce your wife and give yourself a little time to heal. Let that relationship mellow out. Decide how you want to be a parent and co-parent and be a friend with your ex. Then you move on. There is a way to do all of this stuff. And knowing somebody's love language is one thing, but knowing their love language and using that to your advantage, that's a whole different monster right there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get back to Tasha K, and she's gonna be playing audio, so you guys aren't gonna be able to see her anyway, even though it's like just like a steady picture of Derrick Jackson's face as this woman is talking. I still want you all to hear this because a lot of my followers don't follow Tasha K. And this is something that people need to hear because people out here are saying all this type of things about all of these women. They said, with this particular woman, she don't got time for the bullshit. She's a surgeon. She doesn't have time to be chasing around after this man on social media to know his situation. Okay, so let's get into it.
Because Mr. Derrick Jackson tried, I'm sorry, Mr. Derrick Action Packer Jackson tried to put some action there, in action to stop this here from coming out. But like I said, you are 2 days too late. 2 days too late. Now, I got all the text messages, everything, okay? He just slept with old girl last. I'm going to let you hear it in audio. Now, who you're going to hear is the current mistress. Okay, I'm talking about current. As of just talked to her this week, seen her last week. Okay, everything, the whole entire nine. Her name is Nikki. She is a surgeon. Okay, I am not going to release her identity to protect her job. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this wine because Nikki ain't happy. All right, it's bonnet time. Roll that audio, folks. Roll that audio. I'm like, my mouth is on the floor.
We all love to make those dishes that make people happy.
Okay, so they're going to put a commercial up, and we're going to let that play on out. While that commercial playing, I know the screen is real small, and when it comes back, it will just be audio, so I'm not really too bothered about just putting it back on the screen. But we're going to skip it, and here we go.
Like, my mouth is on the floor now. Because I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he was actually trying to do right. And then when he lied the other night saying, I've had sexual relations without having sex, and then the next day he pops up with the wife, yes, I've slept with other women, and I'm not doing it no more. And then he brings her on camera to embarrass her. Like she's taking up for him. And then there's you.
Yes. I'm currently in between surgery.
The audio is so low and muffled. I don't know if it's picking up well on my video.
Okay, your sound is muffled.
Tasha loud as hell though.
Yeah.
Okay, what about now?
That's perfect. Okay.
Better.
I am currently dealing with Derrick. I don't have social media. I don't follow bloggers on YouTube or anything. He reached out to me last night and said, if anyone contacts me, for me to hang up and block them.
Hang up
He
and
said
block
all
them.
of this was because of he got into, I guess, he was supposed to do an interview with a blogger, and he declined the interview. And now this blogger is on a smear campaign. He never called out your name. He has blocked me on all social sites. When I say social, like platform, I mean like YouTube. I've never been able to find any of his videos unless they are uploaded by a third party. So the video with the wife, I did not see that until I got on my sister's YouTube and pulled up his channel. And that's when I was like, okay, he must have blocked me from YouTube or whatever. So he never explained the situation. I had to go and look at all of your videos, look at everything to find out what was going on. So I blocked him last night. He started to text me from a different phone number, and he just said, I need to speak with you. Allow me to explain this mess, face to face with you. I'm not from Georgia. And so, he knew that. So he knew that I wasn't going to be digging into his background or anything.
Yep.
But if he wouldn't have called me, I would have never known about none of this.
Now you say, now the wife says that he's been straight.
Okay. So if he wouldn't have called her and outed himself basically by telling her there's a crazy blogger, being my girl Tasha, running the smear campaign on me, don't listen to it. If he would have did that, this woman would have never been none the wiser. She would not have caught him up because she's not like actively like on there like that. Like, okay, continuing. I'm sorry.
In narrow for about 5 to 6 months, and that's when he first he just recently posted his wife on his social media this year for the first time. People didn't even know he was married,
Right.
and so when I kind of you didn't know he was married.
No idea.
No.
But
okay, so walk me from the beginning.
back.
What month did you guys meet?
He's always doing his videos in
We
his
met
car,
October,
and there's
today
a baby
before,
seat behind the man.
Okay, of 2020.
2020.
This recent, okay. And so, what happened? Like, how did he approach you? Because this wasn't no DM situation. Normally, he's fucking his subscribers. So this is different. He met you in person.
I was walking into Lennox Mall. I guess that's the name of it. I'm not from this area. Walking into Lennox Mall, and I was texting, and I heard him say, "Excuse me, now." And when I turned around, he introduced himself as Z. He didn't say, hey, it's me, Derrick, whatever. He just said, hey, this is Z. And he was like, I seen you walking in, and, I think you're gorgeous, and I wanted to know, that I get your number, and, we talk and kind of build a friendship. And he was so polite. He was a gentleman, and I was like, sure, I gave him my phone number, and we began to talk. I can say probably I've never been to his house. I've never been to a pen house or anything. He has always came to my home. If you look in all of his videos that he has uploaded, my front balcony is in the back of his video.
Does it have the white arches?
It's the white arches.
Shut the fuck up. Those are recent.
That's my home. Yes, that's my home. Me and him dealt with each other it kind of moved fast. He would always come and visit me. He comes to the hospital quite frequently to see me on my lunch breaks and whenever I'm between surgeries.
So you're a doctor.
Yes.
That's why you don't have social media. You got a bag.
That's correct. That's correct. So this kind of blew my mind. And when he spoke with me, the first thing he tried to say was that if a blogger contacts you, I want to protect, your medical life. So I don't want you in this frenzy with me. he told me that his wife and you knew each other. So this was a smear campaign towards him.
What?
So when I was online, you're sitting next to your wife on a video explaining that, you're not this person, and you're texting me an hour later after uploading this video saying, I'm going to explain this to you. This is just, it's crazy. So, after I met him about a week later, he came to my home, and that's when we engaged, in sexual activity.
What was this, the other day?
No, this was when we first met.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, by the end of December, the end of November, early December, I found that I was pregnant. I told him, off top, I don't want any children right now. I'm 32 and I don't want kids right now. And he went through this emotional kind of thing as if he gave a fuck, but I'm pretty sure now that I'm looking, it was just an act, and he was just like, I don't want you to, terminate the pregnancy. I really want this. Let's talk. Let me come over there. Let's sit down and talk.
Okay. So I'll pause it right there, you guys, because this Derrick Jackson, he knows that he didn't want that baby because he got a whole wife. And the baby just can't come. So being Derrick Jackson, he's going to make her feel that he really wants the baby and contest it and kind of get a little outside himself to make her feel that he really wants that pregnancy. Let's continue.
So he came to my home and we talked, and he said, well, have you set an appointment? I told him no. Well, about 2 days later, I had already had an appointment, and I called him and told him. And he said, well, can you push it off for about another week? And I said, why? He said, because I want to make sure that this is what I want to do. So I said, okay. I said, well, this is what I want to do. So it's really not about what you want to do. So he just kept on going through well, you don't have any children, I'm trying to build a relationship with you. I don't want this to, to end like this. But I'd already had my mind made up that this was the end of it. I was not going to continue a pregnancy with someone I'm not with. I'm just actually dealing with, whenever I'm free, basically.
Okay, so the ad's running. Let's talk about it. Okay, so my thing is that during the relationship, she didn't know it was married. I'm wondering if she continues to see him after she finds out that he's married. That's what I want to see. So let's get back to it.
So I pushed the appointment off for another week. And every day it was just a sob story about, I really want this, my wife won't give me a divorce, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of her threatening to take, everything that I've worked for, and, everything was to vilify her. And you know how that goes when they do those stories. So I told him, I never knew that they were in the same home together because, to my knowledge, he was living with his cousin, and he was basically caught up in a legal battle with his wife, who was supposed to be in Arkansas.
I'm laughing at the lies. I am not laughing at you because, you were brought.
I understand.
Yeah, you were brought into some real bullshit.
So, when he reached out to me last night, his biggest fear was that I have cameras in my home, and I can prove that he was there, that, I can prove anything that needs to be proved. This is not just me just making up a bizarre story.